Morena, que te pehea koe. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Thank you for asking. Hey, a little devotion from Ezekiel chapter 1. I teach a systematic theology paper for a Bible college. And one of the things I love to do is a lot of the students are the 18 to 26 year age. Kia ora, if that's you. And a lot of them just have quite a small understanding of God. They haven't started to experience the fullness and the majesty and the real might of God. And so I often take some time to unpack a couple of chapters in Ezekiel, chapter 1 and chapter 10. And I just want to read a little bit and then remind you who you are going into today with. This is crazy stuff. If you haven't read this, take some time today, seriously, to read this chapter. It's just wild. As I read it, my core point here is God is the creator of everything, in the heavens and the earth, what is seen and unseen, Paul says in Colossians. And I think we forget that sometimes. We think that what we see is all that God created, and it's like this is only half or a quarter or a tenth, I don't know, of the fullness of God's creation. And here in Ezekiel, you get it again in Isaiah 6 and in Revelation, this glimpse into the other aspects, the spiritual aspects or another dimension or whatever it is of God's creation. And it's this incredible, powerful, creative being who goes with you today into your day. Let me just read a little bit, and it's just crazy, but it just makes you go, whoa, God is awesome. I get very excited. Ezekiel 1 verse 5, as I looked, I saw a great storm coming from the north, driving before it a huge cloud that flashed with lightning and shone with brilliant light. There was fire inside the cloud, and in the middle of the fire, and here we go, glowed something like gleaming amber, but it's nothing like gleaming amber. From the center of the cloud came 4 living beings that looked human, except that each had 4 faces and 4 wings, which doesn't sound very human to me. Anyway, their legs were straight and their feet had hooves like those of a calf and shone like burnished bronze. Under each of their 4 wings I could see human hands, so each of the 4 beings had 4 faces and 4 wings. Jump down to verse 10. Each had a human face in the front. The face of a lion on one side, the face of an ox on the left, the face of an eagle at the back. Each had 2 pairs of outstretched wings, one pair stretched out to touch. And he carries on. And verse 13, the living beings looked like bright coals of fire or brilliant torches, and lightning seemed to flash back and forth among them. As I looked at these beings, I saw 4 wheels touching the ground beside them, one belonging to each. The wheels sparkled as if made of beryl. Anyway, and it carries on. I just love it. It's just so like, what is he describing? It's interesting to go through that. And he just says like all the time, because poor Ezekiel's seeing this and he just can't understand it. He can't relate it to anything that we see in creation. Man, the God that created this is just so powerful. It's incredible. Paul makes it clear in Colossians and in other parts that Jesus Christ is the one who created all this, right? He's the one that loves you so much he sacrificed himself for you. He's the one who indwells you. You are in Christ. Christ is in you. And you head off into your day today. If you're watching this later on, you were that today, as you did everything you did, you were indwelt by this incredible being that created everything from nothing, things we can't even imagine, we can't even describe in Ezekiel. Oh my goodness, Almighty God, we are in awe of you, in awe of your power, in awe of your majesty, in awe of your creativity. But most of all, we're just humbled always, because we're in awe of the reality that you love us, that you care about us, that you journey with us, that you hold us up, that you bless us, that you empower us, that you strengthen us. We are blessed way more than we understand. And a lot of us go, oh man, I'm so blessed. And we don't know the half of it, God. Man, thank you for your creative power. Thank you for your love for us. Guide these good people, guide me as we head into our day and remind us that you are the creator God who loves us more than we'll ever understand in this life or the life to come. Amen. Cool. Ka kite anō.